Right, so for the second part of the video, as I explained, we're going to be looking at map overlays and what to do and what not to do. Again, it's just my opinion, but I'm going to try and bring my opinion forward with some pretty good points. I'll try and keep it as clear and as simple as possible, as always, but easier said than done. Let's just leave it at that. So first of all, I've just gone ahead and printed out what I thought was a good picture of the Mount Chiliad mural, and I've gone to the trouble of cutting it out. And what I want you to understand about perspective is, as well, is that you can see this two ways. You can see it like this, and you can see it like this. And why is because it's a 2D image, and if you do take into account that it's a mountain, and even picturing a 3D image, there's going to be two sides to it, and one side is going to pretty much mirror the other. So the reason I'm showing you this is because I wanted to give you a little bit of insight on what I thought is a good idea of a kind of an overlay, since Wispy Woods brought out one of his first videos about the eye that he pointed out on the map. And again, that kind of proves my point on perspective. You can't just limit yourself to one way of looking, like walking around or driving around. You have to kind of vary it to get different results and make, links at some point. Which is what we're trying to do at the end of the day. So let's get back to it anyway. This here basically is something I've been thinking about for quite a while now, and I'm sure some of you are going to straight jump out and say, well, where do the boxes go, etc. I'm not really too concerned about the boxes for the minute. I'm just using this. Yes, it is something that I'm interested in, but I'm going to use it just to give you an example of what an overlay should be, or in a sense, because as far as I know, we have a scale for the map, but we don't actually have a scale for the mural itself. So to go ahead and start making our own size murals and trying to lay them over the map, it really doesn't make much sense. You could make the mural as small as you needed it to be, or as big as you needed it to be, to make it fit pretty much anywhere. But with this particular technique, I don't really need a scale, because what I've drawn is already pre-existent on the map. Now, a second thing I'm sure you're going to point out is that the line isn't quite centre to the eye. I don't think that's really that important. I just think it's... I might be shooting myself in the foot here, but I just think it's a way of making it look a little bit less clear. But as you can see, I've actually chosen two different kind of outlines. We've got this one that comes down here, which obviously you'd have to block this out here, and we've got these two over here, and you'd have to take this one out, kind of hide that one, and that will give you one of the two different mountains I've outlined. Now if you think about it, one of them kind of looks like this. If I bring it up, you can sort of see the same features coming out, and another one, the second one, kind of looks like this as well, which is a little bit less, I know, but it's not bad still. Also, and I'd like to thank Bri for this, because he actually pointed out a video to me in an email the other day, and it is interesting, this little loop here. It does kind of push it towards what the symbol of the Eye of Ra, or the Eye of Horus, is, and again, I am building a video on Egypt, but I've got quite a bit of work at the minute, doing kitchen work in the evenings and a little bit of construction a couple of days a week as well. But I am going to try and bring that video out tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will have the time though, guys. But in the meantime, I'd just like you to bear what I'm giving you in mind, as I always say. Just keep it in mind. Like when you're out there hunting, make sure to switch things up. And for those of you who aren't going to discredit this particular shot right now of what I could sort of see as being an overlay, for those of you who do find it interesting, feel free to go and have a look around in there, because I will say that I've been spending a lot of time around here recently, and there are many interesting things to come. So anyway, with that said, stay tuned guys, take it easy, and see you next time.